Okay, good morning, Kras.
Good morning.
Good morning once again.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Morning.
My prayer is that you had a nice weekend, and I'm starting. First of all, I'm going to take a roll call before I proceed. Safari Peter, Awiti Rokwas,
Present.
Present.
Anthony Mutemi,
Present.
Present.
Kengori.
Present.
Okay, thank you. I can see that all of you have attended, and that's a really nice thing. Now, today I'm going to start with a new topic, and before I proceed with a new topic, I'm going to recap to see whether you had understand about our previous topic that we discussed on our previous lesson. Okay? Uh, can anyone try and give me a definition of what stress in a beam is? Awiti Lucas?
Stress is
Stress is
force
force
overhead.
overhead.
Uh, Clap for Awiti. Uh, then we discussed about strain. And Mutemi, can you tell us did we discuss strain is?
Change of
Change of
length
length
of an
of an
object.
object.
Thank you. That's a very good answer. Then, when we proceeded, we also stated the units of stress and we stated the units of strain. Awiti Lucas, can you tell me the units of stress?
Stress
Stress
is
is
being
being
measured by
measured
the
in
Newton per
Newton
meter
per meter
square.
square.
Thank you. That's a very good answer. Mutemi, can you tell us the units of strain?
Strain does not have limits.
Thank you. I can see that all of you concentrated very well in the classroom, the previous lesson, and keep it up for that. Now, on today we are going to tackle on a new topic. On our new topic, it is loading and loading in a beam. Okay. Then our lesson title, we are going to calculate the reaction moment on an overhanging beam when given a point load. And before we proceed with our lesson today, I'm going to state our objectives of today very clearly. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define what is an overhanging beam. Number two, you should be able to define a point load. And number three, you should be able to calculate the reaction moment on an overhanging beam given a point load. Okay? Class, on our objective number one, we have said we are going to define an overhanging beam. An overhanging beam can be of on either both ways, can be of singular or double overhanging beam. Are we together, class?
Yes.
And
Yes.
when we say a term overhanging beam, just like the way it sounds overhanging, it is something that it extends beyond its end point. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
on our correct definition of hanging beam, it is a beam that has one or both of its end stretching out its supports, and it can have any number of supports. Okay. And you can refer to the diagram that I have sent you via WhatsApp. Okay.
Yes.
We have a single overhanging beam and double overhanging beam. Then when we come to our objective number two, we now say we define the term point load. And just the way it sounds, a point load is a load that is concentrated at one point, and it can be simply seen on a simply supported beam. Okay. Also, that diagram I have sent to you via WhatsApp, you can relate it to it very well. Okay. Now we are going to enter into our objective number three, and that is how to calculate the reaction movements at point A and point B in the figure given via WhatsApp. I can hope every one of you is seeing that figure via WhatsApp. Okay, class.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, when we want to get the moments about A to get the reaction about B, Always we say anti-clockwise movement is equals to clockwise movement. Yeah, and when you say when you take movements about A, you calculate all the distances that are there up to the point B, and the way you have seen it, the calculation below tells us all. Okay, and when you follow that procedure, you are going to get well enough the knowledge about how to get the action about A and the action to get about B. Okay, class. Now I have come to the end of my lesson, and thank you for your cooperation. And before I end it, I want to recap one or two things about what you have learned to see whether you have captured what you have learned. Amiti Lucas, can you tell me what is an overhanging beam?
Overhanging beam is a beam which has been supported only at one side.
Thank you, Mr. Amiti, for that answer. Motemi, can you tell me what is a point rod?
It's a
A
load
load
on a
on a
certain
certain
point
point
of the
of the
beam.
beam.
Okay, thank you very much. I have seen now that you have concentrated well in the class. Now, on my assignment, I'm going to send it to you via WhatsApp, and I'm going to correct it on date 15 at immediately 10 a.m. The class rep should bring it to my office. Okay? And thank you for your cooperation, and may we meet on our next lesson.